What's up guys? So today I'm bringing you a decent Master League team that I managed to go 6-0 with in the Premier Cup. This team is fairly decent, I'd say. It has a lot of holes like Metagross and Magnezone kind of go to work with it, but if you line up the matchups right, you can still pull out a win. So right off the bat we've got a Togekiss mirror match. Now I know mine's going to fall here since it's not maxed out, so I'm going to go ahead and just stay in and let it go down so I can bring in Rhyperior to farm it down at the end. So since I'm not maxed, the only way I can win this matchup is to get the boost on the Ancient Power, but unfortunately I don't and I'm going to go down. So they don't get the boost either, which is really good for me, so I can just bring in Rhyperior and farm down this little bit of health, and then we'll see what's up next. Catching a little bit of lag here, but that's okay. They bring in a Mamoswine, which isn't terrible, because the Powder Snow is going to be super effective, but it's not going to be doing that much damage. And I can just go for a Surf and get that super effective damage off. I don't know why they didn't shield that, they probably should have. But either way, I win this matchup. So now I'm set up for whatever they have in the back. I've got a Rhyperior with half health and a Dragonite with full health. So even if this was a Metagross back there, I could probably still pull out the win. I'm not sure how that would go, but they have a Hydreigon, which is really good for me because I know Dragonite can handle it on its own. So I went ahead and went for a Rock Wrecker here. I know this is going to do a lot of damage if they don't shield, but it went ahead and got their second shield, so now I can just go in with Dragonite and get a Dragon Claw off until it dies. So Hydreigon is a decent Pokemon for Master League, but because it has like Bite instead of Snarl, it's really hard to get those charge moves off with it. It takes forever to get to like a Dark Pulse or a Dragon Pulse or something like that. So for me, I knew I was going to win this matchup no matter what. So getting into the second battle here, we've got a perfect lead win with a Dragonite. The only way that Dragonite can really do anything to this Togekiss is if it gets a Hurricane off in time, which I let it get one off here because I didn't think it had enough energy. But you'll see right here, it gets a Hurricane off and it does a ton of damage to my Togekiss. So they bring in a Metagross here, which is really scary for me, but I'm going to go ahead and bring in Rhyperior. Even though it's doing that super effective damage to me, I can just farm it down with Mud Slap and shield the Meteor Mashes, but they have a Machamp in the back. So I can just bring in Dragonite here, and it's going to do pretty well. Even if this is Rock Slide, it's not going to be doing that much damage to me. I can just go ahead and farm down with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw. And let's hope they don't shield here. Yeah, they let that go through, so now I've got a lot of health stacked up for Metagross. The only problem is, since I'm a Dragon type, I'm not going to be doing much of anything to this Metagross with Dragonite. So they're going to load up on energy, but that's okay because we got both shields in the back. So the good thing is, Dragonite did enough damage to get this Metagross in the red, so now I know Rhyperior can come in and just finish it off, even if they've got two Meteor Mashes stacked up, which they went ahead and burned off one of them right here. Rhyperior is going to have enough health, and we've still got both shields, so there's nothing this Metagross can do to make us lose this matchup. So this team definitely has a lot of problems with it. I think something good to supplement would be to trade out Dragonite for something like an Arcanine that can handle both the Metagross, Magnezone, Gyarados, and Togekisses that we come up against. So I think if you want to do better than what I've got right here, go ahead and switch that Dragonite out for a maxed out Arcanine with Snarl, Wild Charge, and Flamethrower, and that'd probably do really well. So starting out Battle 3 here, we've got a perfect lead win with Togekiss against Dragonite, and they're going to swap out to a Snorlax. I think I'm going to stay in here. No, I switch out to Dragonite just because I want Togekiss to match up with that Dragonite again in the back. And I know Dragonite can handle the Snorlax pretty well. So I made a pretty big mistake here. I thought this was just going to be a Body Slam spam, but they went ahead and popped off an Outrage against me, and that did a ton of damage. But I think I can still win this matchup, even on that low health. So I went ahead and used a shield here. I wanted to win this switch advantage just because in case they send out Dragonite, I can send in Togekiss and keep that switch advantage again. Yeah, I barely won this matchup, and that's because if I had shielded the Outrage at first, I probably would have had a lot more health here, but that's okay. Yeah, they've got a Metagross back here, so I know if I didn't win that switch advantage, I probably would have lost this matchup. So now I can send in Rhyperior and just do as much damage as I can. I am down a couple shields, but that's okay because I know I'm going to be able to do enough damage to where it's not going to be able to Meteor Mash, Rhyperior, and Togekiss and take them out. So I know I can match up Togekiss with Dragonite in the back. And they made a really good play here, swapping in Dragonite on this charge move. I didn't catch it in time, so that's unfortunate, but I know I can bring in Togekiss and just farm down this Dragonite as much as I want. I'm going to pop off an Ancient Power here just in case I can get that buff, but if not, that's still okay. So they're going to be able to get to a charge move on that low health just before this last charm finishes them off. That's okay though, because I know Togekiss can't really do anything to that Metagross in the back, and I'm going to let Rhyperior come in after this Togekiss goes down and just finish off that little bit of health that the Metagross has. So luckily for me, I forced them to use this last Meteor Mash on my Togekiss instead of Rhyperior, so now I can just come in and like one Mud Slap's going to take this thing out. And that's Battle 3 done. So getting into Battle 4 here, it's going to be a Togekiss versus a Togekiss, and again, mine is not maxed out, so I know I'm going to lose this matchup, but I'm going to stay in anyway. So like I said before, the only way I can win this matchup since I'm not maxed out is to get the buff on Ancient Power, but I don't think I get it here. Yeah, I don't get it, which is unfortunate, but they're going to go ahead and farm me down. I'm not too glad about that because they're going to be able to pop off whatever I send in the back, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and send in Rhyperior here because I know they're probably running Ancient Power and Flamethrower, and no matter what, they're not going to be able to do like any damage to me, so I'm going to go ahead and farm this down and get ahead on energy. I do have shield advantage, which is good, so now that they've got this Swampert, I can just pop off Surf and do as much damage as I can before they get Hydro Cannons off. I did go ahead and swap in Dragonite here because I know I can't take a Hydro Cannon, but they've got a Metagross, and that's not good for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for a Hurricane if I can, but unfortunately they get to the Meteor Mash before I'm able to get that. I'm going to go ahead and burn a shield here because I want to either get this Hurricane off or get their next shield. So going for the Hurricane here, I do get their second shield, which is really good for me. So now I still keep shield advantage, so I can just pop off Dragon Claws and get as much damage done as I can before I send in Rhyperior again. And I'm going to be able to shield that Meteor Mash and just farm down. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go through so I can keep that shield in case they've got a Hydro Cannon in the back. And that way I can still win the matchup. I am able to farm down before they can get that next Meteor Mash off, which probably won the game for me. And now I can just pop off a Surf on this Swampert and take it out. And they live on like 1 health, which is not too great for me, but I do have that shield, so I can go ahead and shield in this Hydro Cannon and just finish off the Swampert and win the battle. So I hope you enjoyed these battles. Let me know what teams you've been running for the Master League Premier Cup, and ways you think I can improve on this team. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in this last battle just because it is one of the worst lag instances I've ever seen. It was absolutely horrible to have to play through. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video.